Hello, welcome to adventure number 3 of Saint on the Move. Where is St. Gregory today? Well, we're going to get to that in a minute, but first of all, I made a little mistake yesterday at the 11 o'clock Mass. I forgot to make the announcements after Holy Communion. So just a reminder, if you have not yet joined our parish correspondence group email, please feel free to send an email to sggc@stgregorysva.org, and we'll add you to our group. And just about every day you'll get some exciting information what's going on here at St. Gregory's. The church is open from weekdays from Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. for private prayer. And then it's opened again at 12:30 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Weekend private prayer times are a little different. Saturday from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. and Sunday from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. And there will be a monitor here that makes sure we only have 10 people in our church, of course, for the safety and well-being of everyone. So don't forget, every Monday and Friday, the plan is that after 6 p.m., you'll be able to see the next episode of Saint on the Move on Facebook. Don't forget, on Tuesday nights, we have our weekly scripture study for the coming Sunday's readings, Tuesday at 6:30. And Wednesday night, we have our 6:30 evening Mass live stream. Please join us. And every Thursday at Church Bells noon, we will live stream the Rosary. So, adventure number 3. So let's see, I found that St. Gregory left us the clues. But before we get to this, don't forget, episode number 2, do you remember St. Gregory gave you some homework? I hope you've done it. The homework was to make sure you say a little prayer, maybe an Our Father, a Hail Mary, so that more young women will answer God's call and maybe become a sister, an IHM sister. So hopefully you did that homework. If not, it's not too late. So today, oh my, this is a little bit different. This isn't a clue. Usually St. Gregory gives us a clue, but today he's asking us a question. And the question is, what are the corporal works of mercy? Well, we have the spiritual works of mercy, then we have the corporal works of mercy. So we're looking at the corporal works of mercy. Do you know how many there are? I think there's 7. And do you know where we can find the answer? I'll give you a clue. Here's a real clue. In the Bible, St. Matthew's Gospel, chapter 25, Jesus tells the story of the Last Judgment. It's a parable. I'm not going to read the whole thing, and I'm going to say it in my own words, and you probably remember this. The judge, Jesus, comes to sit on his throne, and he has the people around him, and he separates them. He puts the sheep on his right and the goats on the left. And he looks at the sheep on the right and he says, "Well done. You come to the happiness that my Father has prepared for you. Because," now listen, "when I was hungry, you gave me food. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I needed a home, you sheltered me. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was sick, you came to visit me. When I was in prison, you came to visit me." And then over the years, the church added a 7th work of mercy, and that is bury the dead. Okay, so that's our first clue. So we got the corporal works of mercy, but I think we need another clue. So the second clue is zero in on the 5th corporal works of mercy. The 5th one was visit the sick and the elderly and the lonely. Well, let's see. mean, we could go to the nurse's office in school. That's where the sick students go, but I don't think that's it. Visit the sick on our campus. And let's think about our campus, all the buildings. You got it? How about our friends at Marion Manor? They're the sick and the elderly, and they need assistance in their older age. So let's take off for Marion Manor and see if we can find St. Gregory. Well, we made it over to Marion Manor. We're following the clues for the corporal work of mercy, visit the sick and the elderly. And I'm sure probably many of you know someone here at Marion Manor. Maybe a family member, a friend, a parishioner, a neighbor. I know a few people here, and probably one of the most famous people that live here is Father Charles Brendel. You know Father Charles, see him in the window? He helps out with masses on the weekdays, sometimes 6:30 or sometimes 8:30. Any of you school children certainly know Father Charles from the all-school mass. And he helps out before March 15th. He helped out with the masses on Sunday. So I'm sure we've all seen Father Charles. He's on his walker, and he always has something funny to say. And he's praying for us, and I know he wants us to pray for him and all the residents here at Marion Manor. So, Father, can you give us your blessing? Thank you. Oh, that's special. Okay, well, we found Father Charles, but that doesn't help us to try and find St. Gregory. So, let's just take a look around. You have a flagpole. You think he might be at the flagpole? Let's check that out. No, I don't see him there. Oh, how about this nice sign? This nice blue sign, Marion Manor. Maybe he's in the bushes somewhere, or with the flowers. No. Hello. Here's some people getting some fresh air. Nice to see you. We're from St. Gregory's. Okay. Yeah, we're looking for St. Gregory. He's playing a trick on us. All right, well, I have a feeling it's time if we can find another clue. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a challenge. Go to a vehicle of transportation. Well, my goodness, a lot of the residents have cars here, and some of the workers have cars here. I'm not going to spend my whole day going into each of the cars and looking underneath and behind the steering wheel. Oh, you know what? This might be the winner. Way over there, I see a Marion Manor van. That's what they use to take the residents to church or to the doctors. So let's see here. I've never been inside that van. Looks very comfortable. This is the situation. Last call, we're trying to find St. Gregory. We visited the sick. We found the corporal work of mercy. We visited the sick. And now we're looking at one of the vehicles. And we think St. Gregory just might be where the van is that they use. Ah, can you see him? There he is. I tell you, he's such a trickster. He goes from the church to the convent. Now he's at Marion Manor. So, St. Gregory, we got you this time, buddy. We don't know where you're going to be next time, but we'll zero in next Friday. So let's have a little hymn that goes along with visiting the sick.
Whatsoever you do to the least of my people, that you do unto me. When the home of my Father. Whatsoever you do to the least of my people, that you do unto me.
Well, as always, St. Gregory has some homework for us. And I bet you can figure out what his homework is today. The homework is sometime, maybe today, definitely tomorrow, think of someone that you know. Maybe they're sick, maybe they're elderly, maybe they live alone. Can you give them a phone call? Can you chat with them for a few minutes, see if they need any help? Or maybe you could do the old-fashioned way of writing them a little card or a letter and putting it in the mail. And that way it will help people's spirits, especially our senior citizens or our sick friends and family and parishioners. So don't forget to do St. Gregory's homework, and hopefully we will see you Friday after 6 for episode 4. Bye.